Today is day 28 of the 30-day launch for Tales of the Tribe, and it's Tuesday, so it's the Tuesday tip. And my goal with each Tuesday is to give you guys a challenge about how to be a missionary where you're at right now, or else how to help another missionary where they're at. So today, this Tuesday's tip is how to impact a missionary, another missionary, how to impact their lives in less than 10 seconds. How can you take 10 seconds today and impact someone's life? So I'm going to go with that tip. I just want to tell you, the last 16 years that we've been in New Guinea, there were times when we were in the village by ourselves. Part of those 16 years, we at times were alone without coworkers. Early on in the work, there were times where we were without fellow believers in the village before there was a church established there, and at times we felt isolated. We felt alone. And there is something that happened during those times that impacted us greatly. Also, sometimes we weren't alone. We weren't isolated. Our coworkers there, or we weren't in the village. But there were times even then when at times we were discouraged or were going through some struggles or some tough times. And there were some things that happened that impacted our lives. And the people that did it impacted our lives in less than 10 seconds. And I want to tell you what that tip is and how you guys can do it today. So that's going to be the challenge. Here's what happened. During those times when we were alone, during those times when we were struggling, we would send out an update, an email, a post, a newsletter, and we get a response from someone that went something like this. Read about the situation in the village. I prayed for you this morning. That's it. Now, why was that such a big deal? I want to explain this a little bit for you. We have a mailing list of 500 people that we send out our updates and emails to. And then in addition to that, it gets posted in some churches, it gets posted on Facebook, but our mailing list is 500 people. Now we're able to track and get some numbers about how many people are opening, even clicking to open the emails that are sent. And we have an open rate of about 50%. Now, what I hear is that is an incredible number. Most people, if they can get up to around 30% of an open rate, that's great. So we have a great list of folks that actually want our emails, and half of them will open them. Now, I don't know how many of them, once they open them, read through the whole thing. But out of that 500, about half will open the email. And each time that we send out an update, we will get a response from, it averages between 5 and 10 people. So 1% to 2% of everybody we send something to will reply back. Now, some of those people, every time, Pamela, Bruce, Retha, every time we send out something, we get something back from them. Others, Jeff, Jackie, often we hear back from them. Our parents too, write us all the time. Now, the folks that I mentioned, most of the time, their emails are not long. They're short, to the point. This last time, Bruce, the one he replied to me was 4 words. That's it, 4 words. But it's a huge encouragement because there's times when we're working on the field, we're doing things. We know people are praying for us. We know people are concerned about us. We know people are interested. And when we come back to the States, we find out, hey, yeah, we prayed for you as a family every week. Or, man, I was praying for you every day. Or they ask us specific questions that were in those letters. So we know people are praying about it. But when you're out in the field, when you're in the village, and it doesn't seem like it, and you don't hear, and it is so encouraging. It makes your day if you hear someone just say, hey, I took some time this morning and prayed for you. That's a huge impact. It doesn't have to be long. In fact, oftentimes it's better if it's not long. It doesn't have to have questions to show interest. Oh, what am I going to ask them? A lot of times when we got emails that had a lot of questions, then we felt obligated, like we had to answer and take time. And the most encouraging emails were just, hey, wanted to know that we're concerned about so-and-so, and we've been praying about him, and let us know if there's anything else you can do. Something short, something simple, something you can. Now, don't lie. If you say you're praying for the person, do it. If you're interested in the ministry, say that, but don't make something up. So you may, instead of saying praying for you, it may be more honest to say, read your deal, I'm going to be praying for you throughout the day, or just took some time now to pray for you. Go ahead and let them know that. Be honest. So it may require you a little more than 10 seconds because you're going to have to read it and actually pray for them. But how are you going to impact them today? It's in that 10 seconds of writing a quick response saying that. Now, for the missionaries that are out there, a couple things, a couple tips I want to give you guys. Don't get concerned with the numbers. We know that people pray for us. We do. We hear about it. But there's something that you can do to help. And that is when you write an update or a post, give them a call to action. Something they can do, something that you can help them get involved with. I just tried that here 2 days ago. I sent out an email update, and at the bottom I listed 3 prayer requests, and I said this: would you commit to praying for at least one of these areas this week? Would you reply to this email or this post with simply a number to indicate which one? Man, if people do that, just a number, they can just press a number. Praying for number 2. And so far, in the last 2 days, I've gotten nearly 30 responses. So that has more than tripled, up to 6 times more responses than usual, because I gave them something, a task they could do, a call to action. So that is a way that you can help them get more involved, remind them how they can be a part of it. Okay, so your challenge today, everybody, the challenge for this Tuesday, the tip is to reply to one missionary. Now, it may require that you go back, find their news email and actually open it, read it, take some time to pray for them. If a post comes through today on Facebook or some social media, take some time to think, how can you encourage them? And then 10 seconds, write a 10-second email and make an impact in their lives today. When you're done with that, I'll give you an action point 2. Go ahead and on the post that says Tuesday's tip, just write tip completed. So if you complete this task, I'll give you the call to action. Go ahead and post tip completed. Thanks. Have a great day.